Quality Foods presents your U14A Oakville Rangers! And there's your Oakville Rangers!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is not January the 25th, January the 24th. Old man Winter has messed with our hockey schedule, and we have moved tomorrow night's game to tonight in the same building, but on the other pad, to play game number 26, the last game of our regular season. Now, a few things to talk about as we look about that. Now, if we look at the standings, we're sitting in 5. That's significant. Here's why. What's about to happen? I'm going to jump ahead here for just a second. All this is on the website, right? But let's take a look at this. Once we get down into games starting on February 7th, you can see that we are in 2 pools, Group A and Group E. And if you look right on the top, you can see that it's Group A seeds 1, 4, 6, 8, 10. Group B seeds 2, 3, 5, 7, 9. And you will then play a round robin, home at home, for all those teams. So there's 4 teams besides us, so we'll play 8 games, home and away, for each of those teams. So what's significant about that is right now we're sitting in the 5 hole, right there. But if you jump back in the standings and we take a look, bear with me, Woolwich played Welland today as an interlock game and lost. Okay? So, if we win tonight and tie on point differential, we will end up in 4th spot. And that puts us in Pool A versus Pool B. Now, you guys can do the math and you can figure it all out. You can figure who the contestants are. But that is the one thing that is on the table right now, right? You want to win every single game and you want to give yourself the best chance. And right now, when you're looking at the whole thing, this game could slide us in or out of Pool B versus Pool A. And then when we look in January, you can see our first game of round robin home and away play will be February 7th at Trafalgar Park at 1:30 p.m. Until then, all of our business stands right here to play our last matchup. Now, we were in this building just a few days ago, back on Wednesday, and we played Burlington. The shots were 27-22. That game went down as a 3-3 tie, and then we played them just before the Classic, back on the 10th, I believe. Yes, back on the 10th. And we outshot them 30-17, and that was a 3-2 game. We lost that one by a single point. Point is, this will be a battle. Everybody out there knows exactly what's at stake, and they are not going to lay down at all. Starting lineups tonight on the dot: Lambert on center, left side Fissel, right side Rakowskis, on D, Policelli and Little, and in goal, Mr. Declan Ralph. Here we go, puck drop. Puck is tied up at center. Little pushes the player to the outside, broken up with the high boards. Into the feet, turn, top of the circle, puck is loose. Picked up by Rakowskis, he's gonna come down the left-hand side. He'll chip it ahead, pushing forward on it, maintains possession in through the corner. He'll slide it around the back of the net for Lambert. Lambert has it get caught up in the feet. Puck gets loose down in the zone. Policelli will chip it off the boards. Fissel comes in to give him a hand with it. Broken up through the high slot, chipped away to the corner. Little will whack on it. Lambert steps in to give him a hand. Centering pass, side of the net, goes off the side, up over. Fissel will chip it off the boards. Up to the blue line, not out. Puck is in on net, cleared away. Little will clean it up. Stretch feed up for Fonacier, but it missed everybody. So we'll get an icing call at 8:57. Now, when we get into our first playoff game, I will go through all the rules. I will go through everything, but there will be overtime played in the playoffs. A 10-minute overtime will be there, but you can tie. So what happens, and we'll go through this in detail, once we get in the playoffs, if the game in regulation ends in a tie, and then you go on to win it, you get the extra point. But the team that tied it, that lost the game, they also get a point. So 3 points are awarded on a tie win. So that's going to be interesting. To the standing right side of the net, right at the doorstep. Quick shot, shoveled out front, loose puck down low slot. Burlington will clear it away up to the blue line. Down in the corner, Hiltzy will catch up to it. He'll backhand that around the net for Hoagie. Hoagie will slide it up. Fanase keeps it in the feet. He'll get up to the line. He will dump that and get a line change. Kingsley up over the line with it. Quick shot in on net, gloved and held by the Burlington goaltender. So, there will be some differences. There will be overtime periods. And then once we get down to the quarterfinals, there can be no ties. It'll be a overtime period followed by a shootout at that point. So things start changing. Things start getting a lot more serious in a hurry. Bouncing puck is picked up by Burlington. Burlington down through the zone. Quick shot. Stacey with the block there. Puck goes down to the end boards. Stacey takes his man in the corner, moves it along for Kenty. Kenty sweeps along the boards, moving it up for Reisner. Puck gets high on the boards up for Burlington. They'll send it in from the point. Stacey will deflect it out. Puck gets up into the neutral zone. Burlington around the horn, bottom of the zone, up into the neutral zone. Stacey pinches up. He'll send it up, but it's in from the wrong side of center, so we will get an icing call at the 7-Eleven. Face off down to the left. Lambert with the draw, loose puck. Cleared away by Little. Up in the zone, Murkowski is going to chip it off the boards. Trying to foot race it. Lambert will sweep inside. Top of the circle, cut to the middle. Loose puck, shot deflected from the side of the net. Murkowski curls in the corner. Puck rolls off the stick. Broken up on the boards there. Murkowski's over to Fissel. Fissel with the sidestep, side of the net, down low. Quick shot pops up over, up to the top of the circle for Lambert. He'll send it around the back of the net. Murkowski will catch up with it. Fissel's there to give him a hand. Murkowski and Fissel working inboard. Murkowski will go off the boards for Policelli. Shot to the right. Behind the zone, up to the line, not out. Puck is loose, chipped away. They're coming down the left-hand side. Policelli gets a piece of it, enough to stall them. Oh, off the shot that was tipped at the top of the blue ice. Not much you can do there. Guy got inside of us. He just fired it towards the net. And right in front of the crease, got a piece of it and popped it up over the top, popped it up over the shoulder on the deflection in the first period. Time to go is 6:06. Hogaboom, he'll pick up the puck in the neutral zone. Puck is loose. Hiltzy loses an edge. Centering pass out front. Ralphie, what a huge save to bail them out. Hiltzy got hung up going in the corner, caught an edge. They got in there, pulled the puck, slid it across the crease for a one-timer shot, but Ralphie stayed with it the whole time, kept the play in order. Face off down and to his right. Kenty takes it. Puck is over to the hash marks. Hiltzy moves around the boards. Another loose puck cleared away, side of the net, in tight. Ralph covers it up. Again, they tried with the deflection. And this one's starting off already with the extra conversations in the Blue Ace. It only goes downhill from here. These teams do not like each other at all. Which makes for fun hockey. Sorry, is my head in the way when I lean in like that? No. All right, good. Face off, hung up on the dot. Reisner will grab it in the corner. Ing's gonna skate it. He's got some space up to the neutral zone, down around the right-hand side, keeps it on the outside, trying to get the bottom of the circle, center and pass. Stacey breaks up the play, does not let him acquire the zone. Up for Kenty. Kenty will chip it ahead. Ianacci moves it ahead of the neutral zone. Reiser puts pressure on. Up to the line, Lambert gets a piece of it. Center pass, push up in the corner. Reiser will move. He's got Fissel with him. Puck gets loose on the boards. Boys are working the body. Yeah, I like that. You knew what I was laughing about. Rakowskis, Lambert, they pick the puck and it's just at a reach down in the circle. I like that the boys are laying a little bit more body on. This is a physical game. We hold the line, got an arm in the air. A penalty will be called on, I believe, it's on us, it's on Rakowskis. 2 minutes interference is the call. Time of the penalty, 3:58. Everything good there, Daryl? Perfect. Face-off will be down and to the right of Ralph. All right, here we go. Lambert on the draw. Puck goes high to the circle. Deflected in the corner. Little gets a piece of it. He'll break it up around the back of the net. They don't let him get set up with it. Center and pass out front. Quick shot. Ralphie with the cover up. Good job there. They didn't get full contact on that shot. It kind of looped its way in there, but he stayed with it. Then it bounced, covered it up right away. We'll reset the face-off, but we'll move to the other side to his left now. Fanasi will take this draw. Tied up in the feet. Quick shot from the point. Gets through the screen. And Burlington will get one on the board at 3:39. That'll pull Rakowskis out of the box. We'll be all squared up. All right, we're down 2, but there's a lot of time in this game. So just settle down and play your game of hockey. Harvey trying to move up through the zone. Fanasier will fire it in around the back of the net. Chotar catches up to it at the hash marks, breaks up the play, turns them back. They'll go down around the back of the net. We're struggling a little bit to put up some offense here right now. Shot count is leaning heavily in favor of Burlington, and that's not indicative of the way that we play them. The boys just need a little bit of confidence right now and just to get on their toes, but they came out and got on their heels, and we typically take it to them in the shots department, and we just need to get back on that game plan a little bit. Loose puck, quick front, shot in front with the, that's gonna be a penalty. And the whistle will now go. I think that'll be, I think they're going to remove him. Yeah, they're not calling it as a, they're not going to call that as a boarding call. They're going to call it as a shove. And with that will come a misconduct. That'll be at least 5 minutes served. I think that'll go down to possibly as 5 minutes served in the box, and then he'll be removed from the game. Player's okay, he's getting to his feet, but it's always tricky. The refs don't mess around with that stuff. It wasn't intentional. He took him hard to the boards. Hoagie's a much bigger body, and the player got in under him, and you get heavy contact in the boards. Players are coming over to get a little bit of a conversation at the bench. Yeah, and so that does go as a 5-minute major. Harvey, who was on the ice at the time, will serve it out. It needed to be someone on the ice, and this will be served as 5 minutes, I believe, regardless of whether or not there is a goal scored. This is a full 5 minutes. So, quick shot in on net. Every chance you get, you clear the puck. Do not mess around. Up to the point, blows an edge, it's a foot race. Lambert's on him, Fissel's there too. Fissel gets a piece of it, the puck gets down low. This will be good for clearing up some time. They get a piece of it, held him at the line and pushed back. Quick shot in on net, deflected. Ralph gets a piece of it up over the net. Fissel will move it away. And we'll get fresh legs. Everybody's coming. Fresh legs on the way. Loose puck. They were trying to cherry pick it. Kenty's there at the hash marks to push him to the outside. Round the back of the net, trying to stuff it. Not going to work. That gets us 1 minute of 5. Push through, center pass will go up, and they will blow the pass and send it all the way down the ice. Kenty's going to give chase and put pressure on, see if he can hold that down the zone a little bit longer. Burlington up through the neutral zone. And they put the juke on at the line and throw themselves offside. We're a minute and a half deep. Face-off will be outside our blue line, far side. Sent all the way down. We're inside the last minute of play in the first period. Burlington all the way down behind their net. They'll start from deep in the zone. They go through the neutral zone up the right-hand side. Backhanded away, high in the zone, not out. They'll come back to the blue line. Around the back of the net. 25 seconds on the clock. Broken away, Rakowskis will send it down. And we've got a penalty being called for tripping on number 18, and that is going to mess up their program. They were looking to capitalize on a 5-minute major and push on it, and that changes the plan. So with 11 seconds left, 2:49 remaining on the major, 2 minutes fresh on the clock for them. So 4-on-4 hockey here for just a bit. Down around the back of the net. Puck clears the length of the ice. So as the period closes, 1:49 remaining to their penalty, 2:38 remaining to our major. So we will start the second period off with 4-on-4 hockey. Shots in the first period, I don't think you want to know. I will tell you that it's not indicative of the way that we typically play this team, and they're out shooting us by a ton. We're doing a fine job from about the hash marks in the offensive zone all the way through. We're doing a good job there, but we're not getting pucks to the front of the net and we're not shooting the puck. And those are two things that we typically do. So, get on your toes. Don't worry about the 2 minute to the 2-0 score because there's 30 minutes of hockey to play. That score is nothing. A 2-goal game, that's the worst score in hockey. Those do not last. But you got to play, and you got to get on your toes, and you got to get after it. And that starts right now. Fanasi is going to start us off. Lots of ice on 4-on-4 hockey. Lots of ice. We got the referee doing a little ice repair. Let's go, Blue! Fanasi with the draw, and puck goes back to Burlington. They try to get around the outside. Push to the hash marks. Hilty moving it around the bottom of the circle. Center and pass out front. They don't get much on it. It goes right back in front. Center and pass again. Fanasi has a roll off the stick as he was trying to get up out of the zone. They'll put the brakes on, turn back the other way. That puck came out over the line. They'll have to tag and reset. Up for Ing on the deflection out front. Ing's got some room. He's going to push it around the outside. He'll pull up top of the circle, down to the bottom, looking for an option. Boys working the corner together. Up for Ing on the far side. Quick shot in on net. That'll force them to hold the puck to get a face-off down low. 31 seconds left on their power play. We got a minute 20 left. Puck comes up for Little. Quick shot. Comes back for Iannacci. Kenty. Ralph comes out in the net, plays it, pushes up behind the zone. All right, so their penalty has now cleared. We're now shorthanded for 43 seconds remaining on the major. Fresh legs out for everybody. They're trying to cherry pick and they hit it. Shot from the short side. Ralphie holds it. You have got to be paying attention to that, people. Their captain will come out and wait for a line change, and he'll go straight to the far side and camp in the cherry pick. And they look for him and they know it's a set play. They've tried it in the last 2 games at least 6 or 7 times. And that time they connected on it in stride and got a good scoring opportunity. Now Ralphie held on to it and did a good save. But now we got to face off down low. We got to get it out of the zone and get out with some rhythm. Cleared up and out of the zone. 20 seconds left on the major. Puck comes up into the neutral zone. Harvey's on his feet. He is chomping at the bit to get out of the box over there. Hilty will take him into the corner. There you go. Gate is now open. And Harvey is sent right on the ice. No doubt his legs are as fresh as they get. Harvey straight to the puck. Puts the body in. Down around the back of the net. Policelli gets a piece of it. Breaking up for Lambert. Puck comes high in the zone. Gets backhanded straight back in. That's a huge PK right there that we just made our way through. That should put some wind in the boys' sails. Policelli takes his man in the boards. Puck is chipped ahead. In on net. just enough to let it slide. Icing will be the call at 11:45. Listen, that 5-minute major to kill that one off without damage, that is huge. Boys did a really good job on that. Now get on your toes and dig. Put yourselves back in this game. There's a ton of time on the clock. Fanasi is going to take the draw. He's got Harvey with him and Chotar up front. Ing and Little on D. Fanasi takes a man in the boards. Little comes in, helps him out. Side of the net, Burlington down around the back of the net, looking for an option. Door gets closed, center and pass is flicked out into the corner. Play is broken up at the hash marks. Chipped ahead for Fanasi. Quick shot in on net, big rebound though. They'll try and clear that. That'll come up to the line for Little. Little will send it back down in the corner. On the delay, they couldn't play it. Fed ahead for Rukowskis. He'll put the brakes on. Can't get the shot off as he's trying to button hook his way in through. Stacey breaks up the play into the feet. To sit right back the other way. Lambert trying to set Fissel up. Puck goes length the ice. Icing is called at 10:19. Let's go, Blue! Lambert will take it. Stays through the point shot, gets deflected, knocks out, comes up there, comes right back to him on the knuckle puck. Always like a good knuckle puck. Puck gets out of the zone. They send it back in. Burlington down around the back. They don't get out. They short the pass. Back down to hash marks. They'll try it again. Doesn't get out again as Hiltzy and Fissel working it. Chipped ahead for Fissel, bottom of the circle. Keeps hitting the feet. Back up to the line. Stacey will clean it up in the neutral zone. He'll send it right back in as the boys are looking for changes. Icing will be the call. Kenty on the draw, gets tied up on the feet, chipped ahead, up the blue line, not out. Oh, and they hit their own player, which made him pull up. Kenty's got some wheels, trying to get the inside corner. He's got a 3-man on the chase. He'll turn around, he's trying to drop it back, but he couldn't do it. He'll slide up the blue line. Policelli will pinch and get the shot down towards the net, in tight, down low. Can't get the shot turned. They'll fire it in now. They all have to tag up, goes far side. Inachi takes his man in the boards. Kenty trying to move it up. Reisner will kick it back to Policelli. Policelli will send it right back up to Kenty. It's in the feet. It rolled on them. They couldn't turn on it. Little gets a piece of it. They'll slide it ahead. Loose puck. Policelli. He'll look for Kenty. It just skipped through. Burlington on the far side, up against the boards. Gets it in the feet. Policelli moves it up for Iannachi. Iannachi stalls it. He'll go across for Kenty. Fernacia will move it over. Shot goes off a body. Out into the open corner. Policelli will go down in the corner with the Fanasi is right there. He takes his man in the boards. Policelli will sweep it up to the blue line, not out. We got to use those opportunities, people. You get a puck coming like that up in the neutral zone, you want to move that puck into an area where you maintain flow. Center and pass out front. Puck goes in the corner. Reiser backhands it, doesn't get out of the zone. Chotar with a good poke check to break up that shot there as he was sitting mid-slot. Policelli sent it off the boards. Puck comes out of the zone. Fonacier putting pressure on in the neutral zone. Puck goes down. Icing is the call. We have got to finish our passes. We are not finishing our passes. And we're not clearing the zone with gusto. Boys, you got to look up, you got to see your target, and you got to hit somebody in stride. They got to have moving feet, and you've got to send some passes with some steam. Don't be afraid of it. They're skating circles around us in some parts of the ice right now, and passing is going to get you out of it. Down around the back of the net, up to the blue line. Chotar putting pressure on down the left-hand side, broken up, gets in the feet. Fonacier will bang it off the boards. Chelsea sweeps around the back of the net for Ing. Fonacier, he's got some room, he's going to skate it. Hits Ing, but bounces. Burlington gets it. They're in the circle, centering pass. Harvey takes his man in the boards. Fonacier will pick up the loose puck. Puts the hook on to come back the other way. He'll slide it ahead. Burlington around the back of the net. Fissel. Up to Harvey. Harvey digs out the pass, trying to get inside. Fissel pins the puck up against the boards. Burlington over the line on the far side. They put it on the backhand. Stacy cleared it away from the top of the crease. They were threatening. Up on the skater, Rakowskis in front of our bench. Rakowskis shoves him into the linesman. 3-on-2 coming back the other way. Pass comes up the middle, quick shot. Looking for that deflection right in front of the crease again. Stacey going to pick up the puck. He blows an edge, but it slides ahead to Rakowskis. Quick shot in on net, not handled cleanly. Rakowskis picks it up around the back of the net, puts the brakes on, slides it up for Kenty. Kenty at the hash marks. Down around the back of the net. Iannacci puts the brakes on. Side of the net, Kenty with the quick shot. Iannacci trying to pick it up. He's there out front. Puck comes up to the line. Shot goes in around the back of the net. Iannacci and Stacey going to the corner. Kenty slides away from it. Stacey gives him a hand. The puck comes loose. Little. Up on the right-hand side, puck is loose in the feet. He sweeps it ahead. 2-on-1, come back the other way. Reiser, Iannacci. Reiser hangs onto it. Bottom of the circle, quick shot, loose puck, rebound. Oh, can't put it in the net. It was sitting there in the blue ice. Up for Little. Little moves over for Hilty. Top of the circle. There's a delayed penalty. Ralphie's going to the net, but there's a whistle and time has been called. It's head contact. I don't know if it's 2 or 4, and I didn't see who. I think it's Ianachi, right?
I can't tell. Look who's missing.
Yeah, it's Ianachi. Did they do 4? I wasn't looking when they called it. Yeah, 4 minutes are on the board. We're starting to pick up a few shots now, but they're still way out in front of us. We need moments in the game like this to get on our toes and start pushing shots. Right now, we're 14-8 in favor of Burlington. When I wouldn't tell you what they were at the end of the first, the shots were 11-2. They're now 14-8 mid-stride. Ianachi's to his feet on his own power. He's holding the back of his head there. They're probably going to take a look at him. So we're already down Hogaboom. I imagine we're going to be down Ianachi for at least a shift or 2 or maybe more here. So already the defensive grouping is now, we're down to 5, and then we're probably going to be down a winger for a little bit to give him a chance to kind of see where he's at. They'll probably put him through some protocol over there for a few minutes and have a quick look. Fanase is going to take this draw. Puck comes up to the blue line. Ing with the shot in on net. Hiltzy pinches down. Puck is loose. Quick shot. Fanase. He'll slide it back for Ing. Ing back to Fanase. For Harvey. Harvey hangs on to it. Quick shot. Goes off the arm of Hiltzy. Center and pass. Skips all the way down. That was a good start to that power play. We will sweep at the far side as Ing is there, but the puck rolled ahead on him. We'll have to regather, reset. Up for Harvey off the boards. Harvey and over on the right-hand side. He'll hang on to it. Chip it back up the boards for Kenty. Deep down in the corner. Center and pass out front. Hiltzy. Loose puck. And it gets cleared away. All the way down. Ing will sweep it around the back of the boards for Hiltzy. Hiltzy will send it back in for Ing. He's got a man on him though. Chipped ahead. No call there as Lambert gets pulled down. Puck is sent the length of the ice. Ralphie will play it. Ralph will send it over for Ing. Hang on to it, cover it up, reset them. Boys, you got to play with some urgency. We're not playing with urgency. We're down 2 late stages of the second, and we're on a power play. Every puck you see, you hustle to. Every loose puck, you go get. Everything on the boards, you fight your hardest for. And every pass coming your way, you stretch your most to make sure that you pick that pass up. And you play like there is no tomorrow. Playoffs are around the corner. You got to take that attitude into the game. You got to hate to lose. I know the boys have been watching a lot of Shoresy, but there's a lot of stuff in that show is the way hockey players talk, and you got to hate to lose right now. You're rolling into the end of your season. Do not settle for mediocrity. Get into it and dig as hard as you can. Puck is in on net, cleared away. Up in the middle, bouncing puck in the zone. Fissel chases it down. Breaks up the play. On the far side, Fanase gloves it down, hangs onto it, keeps it in the feet. He'll sweep back up to the top line for Policelli, off the dot. Puck comes back for Harvey. Harvey back up for Policelli. Quick shot in on net, glove down and held. We'll get a face-off down low. We got 1:16 remaining. We'll get a full set of line changes. Kenty with the draw, Rakowskis, he'll come back up the line for Policelli, gets into the feet, but they get it out and get a piece of it, sweep it down. Lambert will go cross ice for Little. As the period will draw to a close, there will be 45 seconds remaining on the penalties. We go in the second intermission. Now look, I'm not going to gripe too much, but I'll tell you what's missing from our game here right now, and it's tape-to-tape passing. The issues on this game tonight are passing. Straight up, no questions. You guys are skating. You're doing a fine job of skating. You're doing a real good job of board work. You're doing a real good job of pressure. Your open ice work, the defense work is doing good. The forecheck work is fine. What's missing is passing. You have to demand it of yourself. You have to be accountable to yourself to take that moment, just that split moment, to make sure that you see your target and you hit it. Passing in stride. They're doing it, we're not, and that's showing up in the shot clock and showing up in the scoreboard. We've all got that skill set, but for some reason, it's just a little bit rougher tonight than it is on other nights. And we have got to start making sure that is part of our game plan. Puck skips through on the icing all the way down. I'll stop harping on it, boys. I know you're working your hearts out. Just keep working. But when you think about where you are in the game and what you're doing, and you're getting yourself mentally prepared, that needs to be part of your mental process. Puck is swept around the back of the net. Stacey will pick it up around the back of the net. He will shoot it up and clear it away. Rakowskis is going to give chase. Puck is in on net. The goaltender is forced to play it. Puck comes up the blue line. Not out. Lambert will send it down. Stacey breaks up the play. He'll send it across corner. Kenty picks up the puck, loses an edge. Rakowskis cleans it up, circles, quick shot in on net, loose puck, rebound is held at 14:06. The penalty has expired. We're back to even play with 14:06 remaining. Ianacci's back out on the ice. That's a good sign. Like to see that. Puck comes up in the zone, broken up by Ing. Quick shot in a net, loose puck, rebound. Oh, another shot, Ing, top of the circle. Side of the net, Ianacci pushes it over, loose puck, rebound, side of the net. That's better pressure, boys. That's better pressure. Glove down in the neutral zone. Reisner trying to push it ahead. Ing will slide it up in the zone. Puck is going down, sent down in the corner. Little will sweep it back for Ing. Ing will send it back up for Little. Little's looking up ice for Harvey. Harvey cross ice feed for Ianacci. Ianacci in over the line. Quick shot, rebound. Oh, was right there. Coming back the other way, 3-on-2. Burlington in over the line on the left-hand side. Play is broken up by Policelli. He'll chip it off the boards, up to the line. Down around the back of the net. Burlington player left loose in the corner. Center and pass, quick shot out front, rebound. Big save there by Ralph. Chotar will pick it up. He's going to skate it down the ice. He's going to backhand it to the open wing. In tight, down low. And Burlington got left alone in tight at the 12:30 mark of the third period. Their captain is a quick, shifty little player, and he got given a little bit too much time and space in front of the net. Down around the back of the net. Fanasia will go into the corner. He'll send it back for Hiltz. Hiltz will send it back for Policelli as they'll cycle the defensive corner. Chotar down the left-hand side. In over the line on the right-hand side, trying to get in tight. Fanassier will send it in deep. Chotar around the back of the net. Stacey will gather it. He'll go far side. Stacey on far side feed for Harvey. Harvey will send it down deep. Face off down and to the right. Lambert on the draw. Puck is loose up into the feet. Trying to chip it ahead. Loose puck in on net. Ralph will cover it up. We're starting to come up in the shot department now. It's pushing up 19-15. And it's starting to show up in a lot of our play in this as we get into this third period. Center and pass out front. Deflected. Makauskas takes his man in the boards. They sneak up from behind, get a piece of it up into the hash marks. Bit of a scramble there up against the boards. Quick shot, nice save there by Ralph. Poke check by Fissel. Push up by Rakowskis. Rakowskis trying to move it up for Fissel. Fissel trying to catch up to it. Comes back into the feet. Down at the hash marks. Play got stalled a bit there. Sweeps to the far side. Little's going to catch up to it. He'll send it in towards the net. Puck is out over the line. They dump it in, but get turned back on it. Loose puck in the neutral zone. Rakowski is trying to get in tight down low. Loose puck, Rakowski picks up. Circles, bottom of the circle, in tight down low, rebound, side of the net. Up to the line, Policelli holds the line. He'll send it in. Bouncing puck up in the neutral zone. Hiltz will go back to Policelli. Policelli up for Kenty. Quick shot in on net. Rebound, push over to the corner. Reisner will catch up to it. Into the inboards. Ianacci working. Hiltzy will send it back in for Ianacci. Ianacci, centering pass, out front. Burlington come back the other way. Broken up. Into the feet. Sent back up the boards. Chotar sweeps it ahead. Stalls in the neutral zone. Reisner trying to push it. Harvey up on the boards, trying to move that puck up. He'll wait, pull it, stall it, dump it in, then chase his own dump into the corner. Chotar gives him a hand in the inboards, puck is loose. Burlington will skate it up the right-hand side. Boys doing good work and being physical down there. Sliding it ahead up for Harvey. Harvey looking ahead for Fanasi. Fanasi trying to slip inside. Down low. Into the inboards. Fanasi will try and drop it for Harvey. Harvey there for Chotar. Chotar steps in to give him a hand. Pinned up against the boards. Ref's letting it go. It's into the feet. Lambert. Stacy catches an edge. He won't be happy there. He's trying to get that puck in on the one-timer. That's all right. Keep trying, boys. Keep trying. The shot count is now creeping itself up. We're just back by 1. We started this game off really, really slow. 7 minutes is a long time. Get a bounce and get into this game before clock pressure starts to take over. Eng will chip it ahead. Puck comes up in the neutral zone. Puck comes in on net. Harvey will move it across for boys. Rakowski's up the right side. 3-2 come back the other way. Gets knocked off the stick though. Loose puck down low again. They're looking to get that guy up high. Center and pass out front. I'm really starting to hate that song. What's that?
I think Mike has a minion version. I'd like to hear that.
Reisner going in the inboards. Gets a piece of it, knocks his guy off the puck. Kenty's there, trying to move that puck out front. Out from the side of the net, they'll cover it up, 6:07. Down the far side, at the line, sent back into the corner. Kenty will undercut it. Center and pass into the feet. Kenty coming down the right-hand side, tries to get inside. Puck is sent in high and over. Broken play there as they were trying to get out. They'll reset. They'll start again. Fonacier trying to get down the right-hand side. Stacey will play to the open side for Harvey. He'll drop it back for Ing. Chip it off the boards. Fonacier got some space. Rebound popped out. Puck goes down in the corner. Ing will pick the puck up in the corner. He'll slide it up for Harvey. Harvey will push it ahead for Chotar. Gets knocked off his stick. Blue and edge in the neutral zone. Fed across for Harvey on the far side. Bouncing puck is sent to the far side. They'll catch up to it first. They get in tight down low. Ralph will make the save. We'll clean it up, set it up for Policelli on the left-hand side. Fistel will grab it. He'll backhand it ahead, doesn't make it through the traffic. Poke check by Harvey as they were trying to dance through. Slipped ahead. Rakowskis is going to try and race for it. Puck is going to go in on net, and they left it. And icing will be the call at 2:57. Puck is picked up high in the zone, swept ahead. Fistel trying to get forward. Two and a half minutes remaining. Quick shot by Reisner, in on net. Held on to by the Burlington goaltender, 2.5 minutes. Kenty will take the draw. Quick shot over the crossbar, far side. Little will catch up to it. He'll chip it back down in the zone. Inachi trying to slide it through. Backhanded across for Ing on the far side, just out of reach. He'll chip it down into the corner. Down to the 2-minute mark. The boys will take it in the end boards. Burlington down the far side, down around the back of the net, center and pass out front, top of the blue ice. Quick shot in on net, scooped up by Ralph. Shotar in over the line, gets slashed out of his hands. That's going to be a penalty as they touch it at the 108 mark. So we'll finish this one on a power play. Down in the corner goes off a leg. Stacey pushes it ahead for Harvey. Harvey chips it into the zone. Hiltzy will keep it deep. Into the feet, down by the hash marks. Panasier will Shotar down low. Puck slips it over the line with 6 seconds remaining. And that will do it as time expires. And so ends our regular season. Lots of chirping from the other bench on but the referees. So look, here's where we are. The final shot count. What was the final shot count?
23-21.
23-21. We actually came back quite a bit. Okay, so look, here's where we are. We play on Saturday on the 7th, and that's going to start us off. With that loss, we are going to be locked into Pool B. As of the standings right now, you can see that is 2, 3, 5, 7, and 9, which means Pool B, as of the current standings, will consist of Burlington, Milton, Oakville, Guelph, and Brampton. That is the contents of our pool round robin play with a home and home series, and that's going to take us through the next 8 games. From there on, it will be pushing towards this setup right here, which will set up our quarterfinals. And we'll drop off the 9th and the 10th teams right there. We will get into the quarterfinals and play all that out on the way to Tri-County Finals, which are scheduled for March 23rd to 28th. A lot of hockey to be played between now and then. In the meantime, thank you once again, Daryl, for putting everything together. Appreciate you. Have a minute. Check us out on Instagram at Oakville Rangers U14A 2012_2025 or our YouTube feed at Oakville Rangers U14A. And until the 7th, when we talk to you at 1:30 in the afternoon, you take care of yourself, drive safe. There's a lot of snow on the way. Thank you once again for tuning in to FSN, the home of your Oakville Rangers. We will chat soon.